Hello there, Jeff DeSocio here for the Talent Opportunity Connector for a talent tip for you hiring managers out there and particularly focused on mid-market leaders. So we're into a new year and it's one of the busiest hiring months of the year with new budgets, new roles opening up, and it's important as more important than ever for leaders to be ahead of the game when it comes to selecting new talent for their company. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to rattle off about 6 tips for mid-market leaders in terms of being ahead of the game as far as hiring talent for your team. So one thing, first tip, you are competing above your weight class. What do I mean by that? Big companies, bigger companies than mid-market companies sell brand. Mid-market companies, what they need to do is you need to sell impact, access, and growth. And I've seen this a lot. I've seen this when I was interviewing candidates for mid-market companies. The candidates are more concerned with your impact, access, and growth plans than anything else. They want to be part of a growing organization. If they don't see that, they're moving on to others, and you're not going to get the most talented folks joining your company. This is a big one. I've seen this a lot in the past 3 years as a recruiter. Slow hiring is a growth killer. If you're going weeks, even months in your interview cycle, if candidates see that you have a role that's been open for a very long time, that doesn't signal quality to them. They may be questioning your leadership at your company because you cannot make a decision. Great talent, I always call A players, do not wait. A players are usually not available very long. Speed wins offers. If you meet a candidate that really hits all the buttons, you get along, you figure you can be in the car with them for 4 hours and get along, do the offer. Silence kills momentum. Can't stress that enough. Perfect resumes. Tip 3. Don't build scalable teams. I've seen so many candidates, they look awesome on paper, and then I interview them. They're not so awesome. Right? They have the great resume. Mid-market success comes from builders, not unicorns. You don't want a unicorn. Because if you look for a unicorn, let's look at tip 2. The slow hiring is a growth killer. You don't want a unicorn. You want to hire for adaptability, problem solving, and trajectory, not pedigree. All right? So you want to hire people that are going to be future leaders at your company. And a big tip here, number 4, your reputation shows up before you do. Candidates do research. Let's face it, with all the tools we have now, imagine pre-1990 when candidates couldn't really research you as much, right? You didn't even have a website back then. They research leaderships. They go on your LinkedIn profiles. They look everywhere. They want to know about the company they're going to be talking to. They want to know the culture, the momentum, before they even talk to you. All right? If you're invisible online or inconsistent, they're not going to get the best impression of your company. They're going to assume the worst. All right, tip 5. Flexibility is expected. Clarity is the advantage. All right? Hybrid is table stakes. If they see that you're a flexible company, you're not sticking to like, I got to have everyone on site 5 days a week, that's going to be a problem, right? They want clear expectations, outcomes, and trust, right? Because if they know, like, and trust you, your company's going to be a differentiator. And I can't talk today. The last thing, retention starts during the interview, right? Misaligned hires cost more than open roles, right? Strong leaders tell the truth early. They set the table early in the interview process and connect the role to the business impact. And this is how I coach candidates all the time, and also leaders and hiring managers to respect. Think about the outcome of the hire versus the cost of the hire. I may do a video in the future about that when you hire a leader for your company, think of it as like an investment versus a fee, a recruiter fee for hiring that talented person. Every hire you make should be an investment towards the outcome of your business. All right. So bottom line, you know, mid-market companies don't win talent by posting more jobs, right? They win by being decisive, hiring faster, and building relationships before they need them. Build relationships with recruiters like our company, and build the relationships now before it's too late. Because if you build the relationships today, the turnaround time, the talent is going to be on your team, and the business outcome is going to be achieved faster. Right? So leaders who adapt will attract builders. The rest will keep reposting roles and blaming that job market. Because let me say, the job market today is not as bad as people think it is. It's the people that are adapting to today's job market are making headways in today's world. Have a good day. Jeff D., the Talent Opportunity Connector. Have a good day.